Hi, I'm Davina, and I'm recovering from complex post-traumatic stress disorder and narcissistic abuse. And today, I just want to share with you some of the insights and feelings I'm having today around grief and also just really kind of seeing more of the truth and being able to have compassion for my parents. And if you're not there yet, that's totally okay. It just kind of maybe, I don't know, I guess I hope it kind of gives you a bit of a roadmap for how this healing process kind of goes, or at least has gone for me. And yeah, I was just sitting this morning and really sensing just the sadness of, the whole situation, the whole just life in general. um I could really, I sat and could really see, my parents as little boys and girls, and seeing my dad as a little boy and what he must have gone through and the abuse he must have experienced from his parents. And I don't know, I can only guess from what I know about him, what his abusers did to him, probably much of the same, lots of gaslighting and criticism and fear mongering and all that kind of stuff that he then, of course, just passed along. But I was really, probably only one of the first times I really started to feel that sense of compassion and just sadness for what his life was. And when you really, I guess when I really start to see how, everything he ever, all that stuff, our whole relationship, he was just, really a lot of projections, just projecting his own insecurities and fears and, probably even just jealousies, and it had nothing to do with me at all. I was just happened to be, born into that. Oh, it's so weird. And same with my mother. I've tried this exercise before. Just trying to imagine what it was like for her as a little girl growing up in the 40s and 50s, and she would tell me that she'd always have to share a single bed with her brother or sister, and she was the youngest, and she would, have to just lay there on the side of the bed as close as possible to the edge of the bed and not move at all. And to this day, she still sleeps like that. She was just like, make yourself small and don't bother anybody, And I guess that's, again, what was passed on to me was like, I felt like I was a burden sometimes. And yeah, and any sign of weakness, she didn't like that. If I showed any sort of vulnerability or feelings, it was like, oh, you're not feeling that. Just get on with the next thing. And I imagine that's how she survived. And what a sad reality. It's really a sad reality. That I can kind of hold us all in this kind of just compassion and love and God made this kind of messed up world. I can see we all just, our souls are just growing as they need to grow. And, I was probably in the perfect family that I needed to be. I mean, I can say that now after, still hard to say that, I'm sure I still have some anger that I need to express. And I definitely recommend, if you're still in the situation, then don't try to feel compassion for your abusers, because if they're still hurting you and abusing you, then that's not the time to feel compassion for them. That's pity. So that's really important to know, is that if you're still in it, just have compassion for yourself, for the pain that you are experiencing. And once you get out of it, once you leave that situation, once you are able to get out, then the healing process really begins. Then, you know, for me, both when I left my husband, you know, so much healing happened, so much grieving. And then again, like, you know, later on, I was able to hold him with compassion and forgiveness, and really let go. And I feel like the same process is kind of happening here again with, after going no contact with my parents and my family. It's been a year of like really intense stuff, a lot of anger, a lot of grieving. Yeah, it's not fun times. It's really deeply painful stuff. And so if you're there or wherever you are, know that you're okay, and love yourself no matter what you're feeling. So important. I was just holding myself saying, you know, I love you, even when you're feeling sad and depressed and exhausted. I still love you just the same. I love you no matter what. So give that to yourself and to your inner child, and whatever else, you know, whatever your intuition is telling you, follow that. And yeah, it's grief brings relief, as I have coined before. That's really the way out, and it's messy. And yeah, messy and hard, and yeah, but you're doing it. And remember to look back sometimes too and go, wow, look at how far I've come. You know, I was doing that this morning too, and it really helps to go, okay, I've already arrived, I've already recovered this much up to this point, to this day, and I don't always have to be, you know, moving on to the next thing. I can sit back and go, wow, you know, I'm here, I've made it. And yeah. So wherever you are, you have arrived, and allow yourself the angering, the grieving, and know that you're on the right track. I think that's really important to know too. So yeah, I'm wishing you so many blessings on this painful and hard, yet very blessed journey of awakening. And I am Davina at Boldness Blooming. Thank you for watching.